EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, someone thought he had a window to push that ball down the field, but as soon as he released the throw, Sakura was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their 38. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And bulldozing his way through. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive.
11.
On second down, Etienne once more. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to get this to the 31. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A give running right, Etienne. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 7 yards there, 1st down.
A good rip by Pacheco, and you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Patrick going to change the play. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. There's a nice move, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They both got it perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Well, this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey,
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And this is going to be intercepted. Fights off the defender. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
On first, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
The second down and 10 for him.
Oh, that's not a fumble.
Quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
What the fuck?
To the end zone, he's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Lawrence going to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Lawrence. Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away. And the Jags are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one they'll think about for the next month.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Open man right side is Rice. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. He gets this one complete to Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another tote for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Handoff now for Pacheco. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. ETN up the middle. Down to about the 37.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 3rd and 4. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lawrence on target there to Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That's quick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Breaks through the contact.
Yeah, real, my nigga.
25. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Butker on for the PAT.
That's a good.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. There he goes left side. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
What?
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by